Hi folks, Andrea from Casa Larga here today, and we're going to talk about closures. Here we have some different closures that we use here at the winery. This is a foil cap. Underneath there is a cork and a cage that goes on our sparkling. Here we're going to talk about this in a little bit. This is a very special type of capsule. This is called a wax top. This one here we like to call a foil, and it's actually, you put one of these on, it goes on the top, and then we use heat either with basically a hair dryer or on our own downstairs on the machine. And then this is what's new. A lot of people will call these a twist top. They're also called a Stelvin capsule, and that's what it looks like. Again, goes on the bottle, right on the bottling line. So just to kind of give an idea, this is what a bottle looks like after it's been corked and goes down the line waiting for its cap. These are some of our very unique specialty ice wines that we made and partnered up with Iron Smoke. And Dan is going to show us how you put on this special wax cap, which is kind of a special thing. We don't do it on a lot of wine. So Dan, go ahead, show us how it's done.
Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're staying warm out there. So as Andrea said, this is our one of the two ice wines which we have in the retail shop at the moment. This is a bourbon barrel aged Vidal Blanc ice wine, and what we're doing is just applying a wax top or a wax seal to the top of this to cover the cork. It adds a little extra touch of elegance, more than just a plastic foil. Some folks even choose not even to put anything over their cork. I'll admit I have not done this often. You may recall that we have done this previously with our Porta Rosa product that we had a couple of years ago. So I don't profess to be an expert, but what we do is we have some wax which we've melted down. We try and get it to the right temperature so that it has the right viscosity, so that it doesn't drip all the way down the side of the bottle, and also that it's not too thick. So as you maybe have seen, and I'll show you again in a second, I dip it down about an inch and a half, which is about the distance of which the cork goes into the bottle. There is a little bit of art and technique that goes into it, which again, I don't profess. Sometimes it doesn't completely cover over the cork. It just doesn't wet properly, so we may have to put it back in a little bit. And so what I basically do is insert that neck of the bottle down, hold the bottle at about 45 degrees and give it a twist of about maybe 3 or 4 rotations, just to get the bulk of the wax off, and then finish up by leaving a little button of wax at the top. And again, if you've gotten the wax to the proper temperature, it will sort of stay where it is and won't run all the way down to the bottle. You can see I did a bottle earlier where the wax was just a little bit too hot and a little bit low viscosity, and it dripped down a little bit. Just goes with the technique. So again, dip down to about an inch or so just to cover the cork, pull back out, hold at about 45 degrees, give about 3 or 4 rotations to get the bulk of the wax off. And I particularly like this. As Andrea said, you know, we can put foil seals, which we've done in the past. I love, particularly with this product, the contrast of the black wax with the finish of the ice wine. Again, sometimes it doesn't completely wet that cork. Some folks also choose to maybe put a customized stamp, and we kind of leave it as it is. This is great when you're sharing this product. A lot of times folks are giving this away as a gift, or maybe sharing it with friends and family. So it just adds a little, as I said, a little extra touch of distinction, a little extra touch of class, which again we do sometimes with our higher end products, as I mentioned, the port, and then certainly the ice wine. And again, as you can obviously see, we're doing this all by hand. No machine. I personally don't know whether, I'm sure you could find a machine that would do this, but as I said, a little bit more customization of doing this. That one came out without the cork not being wet. Hey folks, we've had this product in our retail shop now for, I think it's been at least close to about a year. This product actually debuted during last year's Ice Wine Festival, and we are preparing these bottles particularly for this year's Ice Wine and Culinary Festival, which is coming up on Valentine's Day, February 14th of this year. So this product will be available for you. If you haven't tried it, we will be sampling it at the festival, and please give it a try. I think you're going to find it to be absolutely delectable. Thanks very much.